And I was actually applying to this job at Cold Health, which is like the internship that I got, and then Novo Nordisk. A family friend like worked at Novo Nordisk, a diabetes pharmaceutical company. And so while I was like in the process of like applying for there, she was like, why don't you apply to like one of their clients, Cold Health, which is like a smaller ad agency. So I actually ended up applying to Cold, hearing back, and then I actually interviewed for both Novo Nordisk and Cold Health. Got both of them, and I just liked the smaller agency feel of Cold Health, so I just kind of wanted to choose that for my first internship. First got my internship, I was actually commuting into the city 2 hours. Actually, after a month of doing that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I was hanging out with some friends who like live on the Upper East Side, and then they were just talking about like how they had a spare bedroom, and that rather than having me commute 2 hours, I could just pay rent and live with them. I learned a lot about like the process of like launching the campaign, from like originally doing like a creative brief to production of a commercial, and then like seeing that commercial like on air was pretty cool. But I definitely like learned a lot about like the advertising process, like the different departments within an agency, just so I could see like what I kind of saw myself doing after college. As part of my role as intern, I would have to like create a social media content calendar and post on their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and like do research about like what times of the day were beneficial to post, think of creative hashtags. Some other projects that I worked on were some pro bono projects that they had. One was for melanoma, so they had like these like melanome characters. So I was able to like walk around New York with them, and like these like little figurines that like they painted, and hand out flyers, raising awareness for melanoma. And so that was fun. So we actually ended up creating like press kits. I was like painting these like 6-inch gnome figurines. Okay, so now after this internship, I'm like applying to a bunch of other internships, and I am leaning towards more of the pharmaceutical advertising route. Being a marketing major is like so broad, so you can pretty much do anything. But I really like doing advertising for a company that is selling products that I guess help people. I think advertising for like a cause like that, it's just something I have interest in. But it was nice to get the perspective of a smaller agency and just see it on such a basic level before I would go to like a corporation or anything like that. But as of right now, I'm just applying to some other agencies that like do similar work, just so I can broaden my experience and gain a different perspective.